Okay, I'm here at Dewalt booth and I'm here with Joey. He is the product specialist and one of my new friends at Dewalt. So what I want him to do, he's gonna show you a little bit about their new products that they're gonna be releasing over here and what's existing on the market. Hey Joey, how's it going, man?
Mark, we're doing well. How about yourself, brother?
Doing awesome. Go ahead and tell me what you got here on these new ratchets.
Sure. So what we have here, we've actually got our two brand new sealed head ratchets. Both of these guys come with the interchangeable anvils, and we'll walk through one at a time to give you a little bit of specifications, what they do, and what makes life easy with one of these. So we're going to kind of start out and look at it. If you notice, we've got a sealed head design, all right? The sealed head design actually gives you that, I'm going to say, extra protection where, unlike an open head, if you were to immerse this into liquid, debris, other stuff, it helps prevent that stuff from getting inside here, which then could damage the gear head. The other thing, if you look right here, it has a grease fitting. That's so we can actually do maintenance on these for long life. It's kind of an additional deal that you don't have on some of your open head ratchets. But unique features of this ratchet and where we really come into it as like a 2-for-1. So if I'm going to pick this guy up, I want to go do, say, an intake manifold or something. I'm going to grab my anvil, pop it in. They're interchangeable. I've got a 3/8, so I'm going to drive my 3/8 on it. Got my 10mm socket, and we'll put it in reverse, and we're going to zip our fasteners.
That's awesome.
Right? Okay. So we take the manifold off, then all of a sudden underneath that, an engineer got involved, and they put a fastener that's 3 times the size. And we're like, oh man, it won't fit my 3/8. Well, no problem. We're just going to push the button, pop the anvil out. We're going to grab our 1/2 inch, slap it in. Now we've got a 1/2 inch impact style ratchet that's going to give me 75 foot-pounds of breakaway torque.
75 foot-pounds?
And we can bust stuff loose with that. Also, if we go to break something free, you can pull 170 foot-pounds on it, and that way you'll have that additional up for torque. Now, let's go to the next little guy, which is our, and this by the way, this is the DCF 510, okay?
Can I use my regular Dewalt batteries with that one?
Absolutely. So,
guys, look at that.
20 volt, power stack. You can also use your regular. I don't know why you would at this point, but you wanted to put the larger one on it, you could as well. It runs on any 20 volt battery, okay? The reason we go with the power stack, if you look at the design, it's a lot slimmer, a lot less weight. You can actually get into places tighter. And if you also notice here, the little oil can on it, this is an oil resistant battery. It's made out of glass filled nylon. The exact same thing that this body's made out of. So this resists your oils, greases, that, brake cleaner, any kind of stuff that would actually want to damage or harm the body. I'm gonna say it's resistant to that. So you guys cleaning stuff up, you use a solvent or something, doesn't harm it. Now let's step down and let's go to the little guy here, okay? So this is our little guy. He's a 12 volt model, but this one's the best one I think in the line because you not only get one, you get 2, you get 3 anvils. So we got a 3/8, a 1/4, and we also have a bit driver. And what I like about the bit driver is once I slap it in there, it's a quick receiving chuck. So all you have to do is just slap it in. You're ready to go. Now I've got a 90-degree bit driving tool. 450 RPM, 50 foot-pound of torque. Head design, slimmer, it's about 1 inch and 3/8 across. Real slim here. This here is a little less than 1 inch, right at 1 inch. Also, you have about 2 3/4 of an inch here, so you can actually get into tight workspaces. And unlike the ratchets, the open head where the selector is here, your on and off or reverse forward selectors here. So if you're backing out, if you bump into something, if this hits, it either reverses or binds. You don't really have much of an issue with that because you can slide your finger up there and flip the switch and you can back out, okay? Nice. Now, if I'm working on something, and here's the worst thing that happens, I'm working on something and bam, I break an anvil, right? So now I've got to wait to either send it off to get repaired or I've got to wait on the tool truck to come around for a week and I'm sitting here with a broken tool, right? Well, not with this. Now I do is, if I've got this anvil, I put it in. If it breaks, I push the button, I go get another one, I pop it in, and I'm back in business. So I'm making money. That's what it's all about. This body on it's the same way. This is glass-filled nylon, oil-resistant batteries. This is a 12-volt version. And if I'm doing something that I don't want to accidentally bump the trigger, on both of these models, it has a trigger lock. So it keeps you from turning it on.
So I can put it in my tool bag without worrying about wasting.
Correct.
Turn it on.
LED light shines directly at what you're working at, so you have a lot of visibility. And both of these things have the Dewalt warranty on it, the 3-1 90-day. Both the batteries of them are 3-year warranty on them. And this is some of our new stuff that we have. Excellent 2-in-1, 3-in-1. So you got a lot of opportunity there. You check out some of the stuff online as well. They go and do some battles against the competition, and they actually blow the competition away. So take a look at some of that stuff, and you be the judge for yourself. But great products, sealed head design. Now, the last thing I'll show you guys, we're not going to get too deep into it, but this is actually our 961. This is our brand new, most breakaway torque on the market, highest rated half-inch impact. This was 1750 breakaway with the standard 5 amp hour oil resistant battery. We've got the power stack on it here. The power stack actually gives it a little bump. But some of the cool things about this tool, if you notice on the bottom here, the battery is a little loose, but it's loose intentionally. And I'll show you why. If you look here on the bottom, and it comes with a battery isolator. That keeps that battery intact to the battery base, but it doesn't attach it to the foot. So it pretty much eliminates the issue of it breaking, or where you have a lot of vibration and the battery, if it's attached directly to the tool, can crack the base, and then of course at that point it quits working, right? But on this one here, it has an isolator. Some of the other features too, you look right here, we have a selector switch, we have our precision wrench feature, I'll cover that in 2 seconds, and we have 3 speeds. Also you have different light illuminations, you can turn it on, and then we have our speed selection. So if we start out in 1, it's a lower RPM. If we go up to 3, we got full power, okay? But what I like about the precision wrench, and I'll show you the benefit of that. So let's say, for instance, that we're picking it up and we want to take something loose, right? It's 4:45 on a Friday and we're taking lug nuts off, right? We pull the trigger and that lug nut goes flying across the shop, goes underneath somebody's box or wherever, and here we are, what do? Well, with the precision wrench, that helps eliminate that. We grab it, we put it on there, we pull the trigger, and what did you hear? Slows down, right?
Yeah.
So when it's all said and done, this thing gets it under control, keeps it from, running a fastener off. If you go in forward, it'll actually tighten the fastener up and it'll stop, it'll pause for a second. And then you can either continue to impact or you get your torque wrench and you can do a final torque on it. But the most unique feature of this tool here is when it's in reverse, if I'm going to break something free, I turn it on, right? If it doesn't see rotation in 4 seconds, it bumps the power up. It's almost like a turbo mode, and it gives it more power to break that stubborn fastener free. And if it doesn't break free after 4 seconds, it's probably just going to break it. But highest rated on the market right now, glass-filled nylon bodies, comes with a DCB 205 oil-resistant battery, which is this guy. This is what it officially comes with. But coming soon, this is going to come with a new XR battery. I don't have one to show you just yet, but that'll be coming out in about a month. So stay tuned for that. You're going to get more power, more out of it, all right? And there we go.
Joey, thank you so much for taking the time out and explaining what you guys are offering here. And I'm probably going to be switching my entire collection to Dewalt here pretty soon. So stay tuned on that and stay tuned on our channel, and go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button if you like today's review.